it's Glory with Scleroderma Smarter. It is February something, and just came back from the doctor's appointment, which is, you know, our norm. Figured I'd come out here and do a video. Loving my hair, except look at all that tinsel that I've got going there. So I think it's time for a color job. But finally found a place that I like the way she does it. She's a barber. And I've been going to her like twice, and got some new glasses. I think they're kind of big for my face, but I like them. So Scott ran into the store to get some water and stuff. So I figured that I will do a video on my medication so everybody could see what I take. And I'll try to make it quick because I hate really long videos. So this is what I call my little box of horrors. And this is right by the bed, and I've got everything in there that I take daily. So first of all, of course, I've got my vitamins, vitamin D and iron. Because of the anemia, I had to get a blood transfusion a couple years ago. I had to get 2 bags, so I have to keep up my iron, and the vitamin D is because of the thyroid issue. Always have some kind of lip chap stuff because my lips get really dry because I can't always have a moisture mouth to lick my lips, so that's a problem. And then we'll just go to the regular Tylenol for headaches when I don't want to take my tramadol. Tramadol really is an opiate, so it plugs you up. And that's this is my tramadol, and this is 50 milligrams that I'm supposed to take by mouth every 6 hours as needed for pain. It doesn't really do much. It kind of takes the edge off, makes me real groggy, and it plugs me up, so I don't like taking that too much. This is why I take the Tylenol when I get like a headache and stuff. Then I have my Voltaren gel. This, to me, is the most amazing item to combat my topical pain. I put this on my jaw, on any muscle, any part of my body, my knuckles, my bones, my neck. I've been having a lot of issues with the back of my neck, just feeling sore and not being able to pick my head up to where it's causing a lot of jaw pain. And I go through this stuff like crazy, and I recommend everybody at least try this. Give this a chance. It works really good. So that's my go-to pain, is Voltaren gel. And you'll hear me talk a lot about that. Okay. Then we have, let's do the, well, we'll go to the next one is, of course, a stool softener. It's a gross thing to talk about, but with the scleroderma, just think your intestines, normally they will constrict and squeeze to help you have a bowel movement. Well, with scleroderma, it actually stiffens and hardens it. So just, you know, it's like trying to shove a pea through a straw. So you do need stool softeners to make things a lot looser and help you go, which a lot of us don't go all the time. And then, you know, the tramadol for pain. And then I have omeprazole. Now, omeprazole is for the acid reflux. You know, you have your stomach, and then you have like a little flap there, a little thing that opens and closes. So the food goes down, it closes, and it's supposed to keep all the acid while it breaks down all the food in your stomach. Well, with me, mine's is actually already thickened and open. So what happens is you get all that acid in your stomach, it goes up, and it burns the esophagus, and it causes what a lot of people get, and that's just, you know, the acid reflux, or GERD as they call it for us. So this is a must. I take an omeprazole just once during the day, in the morning with my morning meds, and it works amazing. It helps me out. Then I have, another thing is furosemide, which is just a regular water pill, and this is just to help relieve any of the fluid retention. I have a lot of it in my arms and in my legs, so I take 1 or 2 of these a day and just go to the bathroom all day and release the water and stuff. And then here's another omeprazole. I have an old one and a new one, don't ask why. And then I have another one here. I don't know where it's at. Alrighty, so we are going to go into the good stuff. This is my levothyroxine. Levothyroxine is a thyroid medication. About a year ago, as I was doing my nails, I noticed that my nails were actually pulling back from the beds. And I Googled it, and it said it was a thyroid issue. So I contacted my endocrinologist, and she had me do some blood work right away. And I sent her the pictures, actually, and she sent in the forms to go get my blood work done, and found out that I was having a thyroid issue. They later found out that I had a growth. You know, your thyroid has the 4 parathyroids, like a butterfly. I had a growth on my lower left parathyroid that was throwing off my calcium and my vitamin D, which is why they think I had such weak bones. And when I fell and I broke my knee in 2015, it might have had a lot to do with it. So we had that out in May last year, and I have to take that, I think, for the rest of my life, just to kind of control the thyroid balance. So that is that. Then we have here my baclofen. Now, baclofen is a muscle relaxer. I have also what they are calling dystonia, which is like just what happens is my legs, they just start shaking all night long. I've noticed now it's moving to my arms. It happens in the back of my neck sometimes. I just kind of like a seizure, but not really a seizure, because I'm aware of what's going on, and it is just so annoying to try to sleep with my legs shaking all night long, and I'm not getting enough sleep, and I'm getting tired throughout the day, and I'm just sleeping and miserable. So I have baclofen I'm taking for that. So that is a muscle relaxer. Then I have gabapentin. I was given gabapentin. This is gabapentin, 300 milligrams, 2 capsules by mouth, 3 times a day. Well, that was making me feel like I was on a boat, all rocky and stuff. So what I do is I take 2 in the morning and I take 2 at night. And this is a nerve suppressant, because the scleroderma is squeezing on the nerves. And the nerves are all firing off. This is supposed to relieve the nerves. So I've got that, gabapentin. Also for that is my Cymbalta duloxetine, 30 milligrams, 2 capsules by mouth daily. I take this at night, 2 capsules. This is also a nerve suppressant, and this is my Cymbalta. Same thing as the gabapentin. We're doing both. And I think my psychiatrist is actually going to be taking over that prescription and that med and stuff. So that should be good. And then we have my metoprolol. Metoprolol is a blood pressure medication. And we're taking that because of my previous ulcer that I had. I don't know if you could see the right under the nail there, on this side right here. I had an ulcer in 2013, 2013. I had it for like 3 months. So we put me on amlodipine, and within weeks it cleared its up. So I take amlodipine, which is a blood pressure medication, and I take the metoprolol, which is also kind of like the same thing. So those are the 2 that I take for my ulcers. And I could tell you that I have not had an ulcer on my fingers since then. And it seems to be doing really, really well. Then I have Benadryl, which is just in an old one here. And I take this, 3 of these a night for the itchings. The fibromyalgia, you guys know how much it just itches everywhere. And I was actually just clawing at my skin, and it was just bleeding, so I had to do something. So I started taking that. Now this is prozacinine, 1 milligram capsule. Take 1 to 2 capsules by mouth at bedtime for nightmares. Alrighty. I don't know why, but my rheumatologist and my psychiatrist were real worried about me, because I swear, and maybe I'm just making it up, that I have been seeing aliens at night, and I'm open about this. I'm open about I'm having nightmares that I was living in my old house and that it's always falling down. My dad is always there to build it up. And psychiatrist said, you know, the image of my house falling is just my environment around me just collapsing in on me. And I always had my dad to fix everything for me. And my father passed away a few years ago, so I don't have him anymore. So in my dreams, I'm always running out of my house, and then my dad just starts to rebuild it again. Earthquakes, and I think the other one, the last one I had was termites and bugs and fires, everything, water. It just always collapses. And my dad's always there to fix it, but since my dad passed away. So I've been having nightmares, and actually that has helped. I haven't, last night I think was the first time I started screaming again, but it was just the rain was freaking me out and stuff, so is that. And then we have my lifesaver, which I'm probably going to be on till the day I die, unless I stop reacting to it. And this is the mycophenolic acid, 360 milligrams. Take 2 tablets by mouth twice a day. This is also what we know as MMF or Salsept. And this is a immune suppressant. Look at that big old bottle there. An immune suppressant. So since my immune system is telling the collagen in my body to produce, and it's making everything stiff and hard, the MMF is suppressing the immune system, which means that I don't have an immune system like the rest of you who doesn't take this or who doesn't have some kind of medication like that to pretty much tell my immune system stop. And, you know, with that comes the possibilities of disease and pneumonia and the flu and colds and everything else bad that can kill me. So is why I'm supposed to be wearing a mask when I'm out in public and stuff. So that is pretty much it. This is my little box of horrors. I have more lip stuff. I think I have like 4 or 5 in here. So let's go through these again. We've got, here we go, gabapentin, MMF, amlodipine, Benadryl, Cymbalta, metoprolol, nightmare medication, Prozocin, omeprazole for the acid reflux, baclofen for the muscle spasms, water pill, another omeprazole, tramadol for pain, nasal spray because my nose gets real dry and I have to clean that out, and that's just Scott's eye stuff, my vitamins, my Tylenol, my lip stuff, and my number 1 most favorite cream in the world, Voltaren gel. So that's it. That's just a quick, well, that's all my medications I take to help keep me alive, to help keep me going, keep my pain away, keep me from getting ulcers. And I gotta say, this cocktail right here, this little box of horrors has been doing wonders for me the past 1.5 years. It's gotten me up, it's gotten me out, it's got me a lot healthier. I've gained another like 4 pounds, which I'm trying to figure out how the heck that is happening. And that's about it. So I hope this was able to help some of you. And I hope you become Scleroderma smarter.